Picture this. You sit at the dinner table and the chair across from you is empty. That silence, it doesn't just ache in the heart, it harms the body. In fact, research shows that loneliness after 80 can damage you as much as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. And yet, most people never realize the toll until it's too late. Today, I'll reveal 5 brutal realities of aging loneliness and the small steps that can protect your body, your sleep, and your independence. After 80, loneliness becomes an invisible weight many seniors carry. It's not weakness, it's biology. Studies show it sparks inflammation, scrambles hormones, and even shortens lifespan. But here's what most don't realize. These changes aren't fixed. Small, practical habits can reset the very pathways loneliness disrupts. In this video, we'll walk through the 5 realities of aging loneliness, and more importantly, the science-backed ways to protect your health, your energy, and your sense of connection. 1. Reality number 1. Loneliness. Sparks inflammaging. When seniors tell me they feel tired all the time, I often ask about their social life, because what most people don't realize is this. Loneliness doesn't just weigh on the mind, it sparks a biological fire inside the body. Scientists call it inflammaging. Here's what happens. When you're socially isolated, your stress system, the HPA axis, flips on. Cortisol, your stress hormone, stays elevated. That signal turns on inflammatory messengers like IL-6 and TNF-alpha. Instead of calming down, your body feels like it's under attack. Every single day. Think of it like a car engine left idling in the driveway. At first, it hums, but over time, the heat and friction wear it down, even though it's not moving anywhere. That's what chronic inflammation does inside the aging body. One large meta-analysis from Nature Scientific Reports, NG 2018, found seniors facing loneliness had significantly higher IL-6 levels than their socially connected peers. That one marker alone predicts higher risk of heart disease, memory decline, and frailty. So, what can you do? The research is clear. Structured group programs help. Just 2 to 3 sessions a week, 60 to 90 minutes each, for at least 8 weeks can lower inflammatory markers. And it doesn't have to be intense. It could be art therapy, music circles, or a gentle walking group. The key is consistency. Your body registers connection as a biological buffer. I'll never forget Frank, 82. He joined a neighborhood walking club. At first, he came for the exercise, but within 6 weeks he told me the aches in his joints were fading. "I feel lighter," he said, "like my body finally stopped fighting itself." So pause for a moment. When was the last time you felt that sense of belonging? 2. Reality number 2. Cortisol never shuts off. If inflammation is the engine idling too long, then cortisol is the alarm system that never stops blaring. In healthy rhythms, cortisol should peak in the morning to wake you up, then fall gently as the day winds down. But in lonely seniors, that curve flattens. Cortisol stays high, morning through night. The body never gets to rest. Research from Psychoneuroendocrinology, Van Bogart, 2022, studied adults aged 70 to 90 and found loneliness directly linked to elevated C-reactive protein, a marker of chronic stress on the body. High cortisol plus CRP means constant wear and tear. On the heart, on mood, and even on memory. Here's the good news. You can nudge cortisol back into rhythm. 2 simple steps help. First, 15 minutes of morning sunlight. Ideally within an hour of waking. Step outside, even on cloudy days. That natural light resets your circadian rhythm. Second, pair it with gentle movement, like slow stretching or a short porch walk. Together, they signal your body. Day has begun, alarm can quiet down. Martha, 79, began this routine. Every morning, she'd step onto her porch, coffee in hand, and stretch while greeting the day. Within 3 weeks, she told me, my sleep feels deeper. I don't toss and turn the way I used to. Her labs later showed lower inflammation markers. So, let me ask you, have you noticed your mornings feel heavy even after a full night's sleep? You're not alone, and it may be your cortisol rhythm stuck on repeat. Reality number 3, sleep chemistry breaks down. When cortisol refuses to quiet, it doesn't just leave you tense, it robs your sleep. Loneliness disrupts melatonin, the hormone your brain relies on to power down at night. In fact, studies show melatonin levels can drop by 30 to 40% in isolated seniors. That's not just tossing and turning. It's a biological reset button failing to switch on. Think of melatonin as your body's night watchman. His job is to dim the lights, calm the streets, and protect the neighborhood while you rest. But when loneliness lowers his patrol, trouble slips in. Restless nights, shallow sleep, and morning fatigue that spills into the day. One study in Nature and Science of Sleep, Waller, 2016, found that older men with cognitive decline had significantly weaker melatonin responses at night compared to their healthier peers. That meant not only poorer sleep, but higher risk of memory issues. So, what can help? For many seniors, extended-release melatonin makes a difference. A safe starting point is 0.5 to 1 milligram, taken 1 to 2 hours before bed. Always discuss this with your doctor, especially if you're on other medications. And don't underestimate simple bedtime rituals. Writing in a journal, dimming lights early, or even soft music cues your brain that night watchman's shift is about to begin. David, 84, had battled broken sleep for years. When he added a light journaling habit plus a small dose of extended-release melatonin, he told me, for the first time in years, I woke up and felt rested. His daughter noticed too. He was sharper and more cheerful at breakfast. But here's the thing. Even if you sleep well, loneliness leaves another mark. It quietly rusts your body from the inside out. Reality. Number 4. Oxidative stress accelerates aging. Even if you sleep well, loneliness leaves another mark. It speeds up aging from the inside out. Here's the biology. Isolation drains your natural antioxidants, especially glutathione. Without enough of these defenders, unstable molecules called free radicals build up. They chip away at your cells the way rust eats through metal. Scientists call this oxidative stress, and over time, it accelerates everything from stiff joints to memory decline. One large study published in the American Journal of Epidemiology, Barnes, 2022, found that socially isolated adults faced a 27% higher risk of death, largely tied to oxidative stress and cardiovascular decline. That's not just a number. That's years of independence lost. So how do you shield your body? Food can be medicine here. Aim for at least 2 cups of colorful produce at each meal. Berries, leafy greens, and even a daily cup of green tea flood your body with antioxidants. Think of them as fresh paint that seals your cells, keeping rust from spreading. Ellen, 81, shared her story. She felt drained after months of eating alone. Then she joined a weekly potluck group, bringing a simple berry salad each time. Within weeks, she noticed her energy brighten. It wasn't just the food, she said. It was eating with others that made me feel alive again. That combination, nutrients plus connection, is what science shows truly protects your cells. But here's the danger. When social networks keep shrinking, the risk grows even faster. And this silent shrinkage can be the most devastating reality of all. Reality number 5. Shrinking social networks equals silent mortality risk. The most dangerous part of loneliness isn't what you feel, it's what you slowly lose without noticing. As years pass, social networks shrink, friends move away, loved ones pass, and routines become smaller. It feels gradual, almost natural. But the biology is anything but harmless. Research and Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, U, 2023, tracked older adults for 8 years. Those with shrinking networks faced a 16% higher risk of death, even when adjusting for other health factors. That's a silent killer hiding in plain sight. Why so deadly? Social ties don't just lift your spirit, they shape your immune system, your heart rhythm, even your brain's ability to form new memories. Without those connections, the body loses resilience. It's like living in a house where one wall falls, then another. Eventually, storms rush in. The hopeful news? Even late in life, new connections rebuild protection. Technology training programs show remarkable results. Seniors who practiced weekly video calls, just twice a week for 6 weeks, reported better mood, sharper thinking, and lower stress levels. The barrier isn't ability, it's the courage to try. George, 86, resisted at first. "I'm too old for gadgets," he said. But when his daughter set him up with simple video calls, he lit up. Seeing his grandchildren laugh on screen, he told me, "It gave me back my reason to wake up." That spark is medicine no pill can replicate. So, let me ask gently, who in your life might be waiting for that call? When you think about it, loneliness after 80 isn't just an emotion. It reshapes hormones, it rusts your cells, it steals restful sleep, and it even shortens years of independence. But here's the truth I want you to carry. It is not permanent. Connection, whether through a neighbor, a family call, or a small group, can flip these pathways back toward healing. Even one step matters. I've seen it in Frank's walking group, in Martha's morning porch routine, in David's journaling, in Ellen's potlucks, and in George's video calls. Each one found that biology follows belonging. So here's my invitation. Choose one small ritual this week that helps you feel less alone. A sunrise walk, a dinner with a friend, a call to someone who misses you. It doesn't have to be grand, it just has to begin. And I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments. What's one ritual that helps you feel connected? Your story might be the spark another senior needs. If this video gave you hope, subscribe to Healthy Aging Hub. Each week we share science-backed ways to stay strong, age gracefully, and keep independence alive for you and for the family who loves you. Because in the end, staying healthy isn't just about adding years. It's about filling those years with meaning, connection, and joy.